Hi, everyone. Calls open. Cool. Excellent. This. Excellent. Okay, good. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good. All right. Stu, your name looks familiar. Where are you? You got a Crim poster. Where are you located?
Davison.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome.
I ran the Thumb Coast race.
Maybe that's why your name looks familiar. Did you do 50K or 50 mile?
50 miles.
Okay, cool. Maybe that's it. Awesome. What are you doing at Wolverine?
100 miles.
Awesome. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Cool.
Be
Awesome.
my first Hyundai in 6 years though, so
You get, I mean, knock on wood, but the weather looks amazing.
yep, I've been keeping my eye on it. It looks like it's going to be good for us. So.
Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous. I wish I was running this weekend. Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna have, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's see. Everyone, go ahead and type your name into the in-call chat. It's how we keep track of attendance. If you could. And then
how do I do that?
Great question. Everyone's computer is a little different. On mine, it's a little in the bottom right-hand corner, it's a little blue I don't know what to call it, whale. It's like a little blue box and it says chat with everyone and it's next to the people icon.
Okay.
Yeah, does that help? I know everyone's are so different. Yep, we got you.
All
Excellent. Right. Thanks, everyone. Ignore me for a little bit. I'm going to go check things and make sure people don't need help getting in.
Megan, are you going over anything different than you guys did at the last virtual meeting that we attended? Is it all the same exact?
We shouldn't be, Tim, because the whole goal is that you shouldn't have to attend both of them.
Okay.
You are more than welcome to hang out. You know, they've been up there for the last 24 hours or so. So, of course, they'll have more up-to-date information on the trails and conditions, but you do not have to hang out for this meeting.
Okay. Did they get all the rain that we got today up there?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I haven't gotten to
talk to anyone.
Yeah, well, I have, but I've been trying not to bother them longer than needed. Yeah.
Right.
But
hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, you might. I mean, you know, if you're not busy, might as well.
First 100-miler, figure might as well attend the meetings. Won't hurt anything.
Yeah, more. You know, if you got the time, more doesn't hurt. But I have. It does look like things dry out quite a bit. So even if it did rain, I don't think it should be anything crazy. Plus, this week it's getting real. Last week, you know, it was kind of
yeah, it definitely feels real now. I do got one question for you, quick, before everybody gets on.
Shoot, go for it.
Do you think 3 days off in a row completely before the race is too many days off?
I will tell you this. I have been coaching a long time, and I have learned that anyone who tells you that they have nailed the taper is A, very experienced, B, very lucky, and C, might be pulling your leg. It's just there is no like perfect science behind it, and some people need a lot of time off and thrive on very minimal mileage, and some people feel very flat and dead and you know, but I think the number one thing that I've heard from different people is that it's 100 miles and it's going to take you a while to warm up anyway. So even if you feel flat when you get started, there's plenty of time to work that out.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just curious if you recommend anything to your athletes or not, the people that you work with. I
It's
kept
just,
going back between 2 days off completely or 3. Wasn't sure, I guess.
I mean, everyone's really different. Are you dealing with any injuries or little things that are bothering you right now?
Oh,
Great. I love that answer.
Yeah, no, I can't believe it. I was so surprised. I didn't think I'd survive the training program without having something, runner's knee or shin splints or
Nope. Stop. Don't say
something.
any
I
of
know.
those things.
Yeah, probably get it during the race. That'd be the worst
Nope.
time. Wish I would have got it during the training.
God, no, you're fine,
Yeah,
man. No, I
feeling
mean,
good. I just didn't know. Couple
honestly,
of
I think the number one thing that I like, is the idea that we want you to recover from any little, micro tears, little things. We want you to build up your carb stores, but we also don't want your entire routine to change. And so if if you're used to running 5 or 6 days a week, 3 days off in a row might be a bit of a change. So maybe instead of taking 3 days off in a row, you do some little 20-minute runs on 1 or 2 of those days, or, even a little 30-minute runs, probably not a big deal. But, it's a little bit of trial and error.
okay, thanks.
Yeah. But listen to your body, like if you feel like
Well,
you're very tired and you're waking up feeling exhausted, then sleep in.
this has been the hardest week of the training program. I swear, I didn't think about any of the rest. This last week before, like trying to decide on how far to run, how many days, I didn't think about it at all on any of the huge weeks or anything. But
Sure.
this week before has been kind of
Yeah, it's hard.
going back and forth on how to science that in or get that right. I mean, how do you know when you've never ran 100 before exactly what you should be doing? It's kind of hard to know.
Yeah, sure. It is. And, I think I don't think you're going to do any damage running running for 30 minutes.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
You're not going to gain any fitness, but based on what you're saying, if you're not dealing with any injuries or pain or excessive tiredness, you're also, you're just going to maintain homeostasis, and that's a good thing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Just make sure you're eating.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
always the caveat. If you're not eating enough, then we
Yeah.
have a whole different conversation to have.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna stay off video. We're just getting off the trails for the day with marking, and we're driving in the rain towards somewhere to do the meeting. So just give me a few minutes. We still have a few minutes so other people get here as well, but hope everyone's doing well. I'll be back in a few.
We're just talking taper, but since we have so many more people on, I'll repeat. If you could type your name in the in-call messages, it's how we're keeping attendance. Thank you very much. Let's see. Go. And if anyone has any questions, you're more than welcome to either put them in the chat or ask out loud.
Can you hear me by any chance?
I can. Who is that?
My name is Vic, and my question for you is there overnight parking at the finish line at Bayview Park for an unsupported runner? So will I be able to leave the vehicle there?
Rich, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the answer to that is yes, you're okay to do that, right?
Yep, nice and easy. Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But thank you for asking that again, because I'm going to add that to our FAQ page. You were specifically asking about the finish line, correct?
That is correct, the finish line. So for example, your vehicle is parked there, you
Yep.
load up on
Shuttle
the
over.
shuttle.
Yep.
Yeah, and it gets up there. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll make sure to add that to the shuttle page or the FAQs. Okay. Okay. Are you do you have a camper? Are you camping out in your car overnight, or what's the plan?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. It would be just in the back of the Yukon, exactly. After the pre-race meeting at the hotel from 2 to 7 on Friday.
Nice. keeping my little running list here. Betty Jean, are you the one that emailed me earlier?
Are you asking me again, ma'am?
No,
Hi.
no. Oh, it is her. Yes, there was someone who just joined who I think I was communicating with earlier via email. Was that you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Awesome
Excellent.
communication. The best email I've ever had in my life.
Oh, good, good, good. Well, it's, there's a lot that goes into doing these ultras, so, we
Thank
got you.
you.
Of
Thank you.
course. And everyone who hasn't done so yet, if you could put your name in the in-call messages, that would be great. Go. All right. And then the race directors are just getting off the trails looking for a place to stop to have the meeting. They've been out working on marking. But I'm going to drop the athlete guide in the in-call messages. That is an important one to keep close by. And then, let's see. And the aid station chart. That. All right. Oh, and then
So
just
weird. I
so
have
go ahead, Rich.
nothing. I just have multiple links to. There are 2 different meetings set up for this. I just keep checking the other one to make sure no one else had them.
You had that last time, but there shouldn't be. I don't understand how you got to. I invited both of your emails to it. Maybe is that what you're seeing?
Sorry, I'm trying to do a couple things at once and get. Can everyone hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna get my computers up both ways. We're gonna give it 1 more minute and then we're gonna go and chill in the grocery store parking lot. We just got done marking some fun trails in the dark, getting ready. So it's beautiful out there right now.
Did y'all get rain?
Just a little bit, but actually the trails from the rain yesterday, and there was a good amount of it. The trails are just perfect right now. The sandiness is way down. Hopefully, I would love to get a little bit more this week, so it stays nice and less dusty like it is. But it's not wet. The trails aren't wet at all. They're just enjoyable right now. They're really really fun.
I was telling
Let's get
Stu
started. Yeah.
well, I was just telling Stu the weather is beautiful. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 second here. And I left down the third signal. I have a windshield wiper, so there's just background noise there. All right. We're going to get started. What I wanted to do is first say hi. My name is Rich. I'm one of the race directors. The plan had been all day to be, sitting in our Airbnb, having a nice meeting with you, but this is the next best thing. We found signal, and I can give you the most up-to-date trail conditions because we just got off of them. I believe I'm going to be joined by Megan's been talking with you guys for a while. She'll be out there. She's been the one you've been communicating with. She's marketing and just the one who keeps us in line. And Annalisa, are you here right now? Okay.
Hey, Rich.
I think Annalisa might join us. Go ahead.
You're a little bit garbled. If there's an opportunity. While Rich is fixing this, if
Is that better?
Much better.
Is that better?
Much better. Everyone, if you could mute your mics, that would be super helpful.
Okay. Annalisa will join us in a bit. We kind of switched things up last athlete meeting. For a lot of the ultras we do and a lot of the races we do, we kind of just go through the athlete guide. And I don't think that's the best use of our time. We ended up doing a 2-hour meeting just because people were chatting and stuff like that. But mostly it was I hit on the most important parts from our end instead of just going through the athlete guide and pointing out things. So I want to do it the same way. I think it was much better. And I'm going to pause at each section that I'm going to go through and give you guys an opportunity to ask questions and give you a chance to ask for elaboration or to offer your 2 cents if you're a seasoned vet. So I guess the first thing is who we are. Hold on, sorry. Give me 1 second. Megan, can you just do you want to introduce? I just need 30 seconds to get the right PowerPoint up for me. My notes.
I think Rich was about to explain. Rich is the hi everyone. So Rich is the owner and one of the race directors of Trivium Racing. We are so excited to put this race on. We are Michiganders, we are runners, trail runners, and I think Rich has been wanting to put this race on for forever. And so the concept of running from one Great Lake all the way to the other is so exciting. And then the way that it is structured is that our 100K runners are going to be hitting our 100-mile runners like just as they need that pick me up, and then our 50K runners, man, y'all are going to be getting some crazy people having some hallucinations as you start to run your race. And it was perfect because they're going to be out there. Everyone's going to be out there. Everyone's going to be, in like having this big old party. And so 5:30 in the morning might seem a little early, but the party, the party's been going for a while now. Rich, go ahead. You see good?
Sorry. I literally just got done running on the trail, so I'm still a little bit all over the place. So the first thing I just wanted to discuss was schedule events. And again, all of this is 1 in your athlete guide and 2 in the tabs on the race website. So don't feel like, again, the reason I want to show this is just to make sure that we're all on the same page, but you can view all this on your own as well. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so important things. Obviously, you guys are already spending or taking care of your pre-race meetings. Friday, you can do packet pickup from 2 to 7. One thing I wanted to make sure you understand is that packet pickup is not mandatory on Friday. It's great. You can get your drop bags and get them organized. You can get questions answered that you have. You can meet some other runners. But we do have packet pickup. If you're getting on the shuttles, you'll have your packets given to you at the shuttle pickup where you can get them ready, and your bib will be there as well. And we'll also have packet pickup at each of the start lines. So don't make an extra trip if it's going to make you more stressed. Don't go out of your way. But 2 to 7 is packet pickup on Friday. Saturday. These are important times. They're early, but we have to get across the state. So 2:30 till 2:50, you can check in at the finish line. Shuttle to depart at 2:50. At 4:30, myself and my wife will be at the 100-mile start from 4:30 to 5:15 a.m. doing gear check and packet pickup. We'll do another real quick pre-race briefing, and at 5:30, we'll get you started. Keep in mind, it's 5:30 a.m. You have about an hour and a half, a little more than that, of dark. You do need, the lights are required for the start of the race. Once our 100 miles started, our shuttles will be headed back to do our 100K shuttle. 7:40 a.m. is your shuttle time, 100Kers, to start showing up, and 8 a.m. is when you'll leave. You'll also see myself and Libby, my wife, at the 100K start. 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. is when we'll do gear check there, and we'll get you guys started off at 10 a.m. We kind of chose 10 a.m. because it's kind of perfect. You should see some 100-milers mixing in with some 100Kers and giving them a little bit of relief if they're near the front to have some space. The rest of the timeline is with our 50K early start at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Remember, that is not, it's available. You're not available for awards if you're doing the early start because you're not racing the same competition. We do, while our finish line is showing closing at 2:30, because we have a 102-mile, 100-miler, we are giving actually an extra 50 minutes, basically 3 a.m. we'll give. So that'll be for everyone anyways. We're not going to rush you off the course on this one either way.
Do take a look at timelines that are on the aid station chart as well. I'm not going to pull that up right now. I'll pull that up in a little bit. I wanted to talk through gear. Actually, I wanted Annalisa to talk through gear, but I will talk through gear. Annalisa, are you here? No? Okay.
Rich,
go ahead.
I am going to throw a question at you from the pre-submitted questions. So from Chase, if Pacers are coming up on Saturday, is there a way to get them Pacer bibs after the race starts, or do I need to get them and carry them to give to them later?
Yeah, there's not, I mean, they could pick them up at a different start line. If, let's say, you're in the 100 mile, they could go to the 100K start and get their Pacer bib. But, you might work something out where if for your 100 miler, you might just put it in one of your drop bags where they're going to meet you. But we're not going to have Pacer pickup throughout the course. It's logistically not something we're ready to do.
Yeah.
Does that answer that question?
Yeah, I think so. Unless Chase is on. If you are, you can pop a follow up in the in-call messages. But yeah, keep going, Rich.
Okay. So the big thing on gear, again, I don't want this to turn into going through every slide. So I'm trying my best to stay away from that, but I'll give you the important thing. We got a lot of questions. The reason I'm even doing this one is we got a lot of questions regarding lights and reflective gear. Basically, if you're lit from the front, you're lit from the back, and you're reflective, I am worried. That's my concern. I am concerned that you can see the trees and the trails in front of you, but my biggest concern is that vehicles and other entities can see you. I'm not checking the brightness of your lights. I'm making sure that you are visible from the front and visible from the back. And I'm also making sure that you can back that up. If your batteries go out, you have a backup set of batteries or a battery pack to charge or a backup light for each of those. If you have a vest that does all four of those things and all you need is a USB charger and a battery pack, that covers it. You just have to be able to show us a set of lights and a way to, as well as a way to back that up. Are there any questions on that?
And y'all can turn your mics off. You can put them in the messages.
I garbled again.
Is that for a 50K as well? Or is that just for the 100K?
For anybody, yes, it's 50K as well because it's for anybody running in the dark.
Okay, so if I have one set of headlights, that's not enough. I need to have two.
You have to have. So, I'm sorry. I did say this at the other meeting. I'm gonna say for the 50K and the 50K alone that we can get by with one because the amount of time you guys are spending in the dark. And I'll make sure I send that out. But yeah, 50K, you just need to have one set.
Thank you.
And I did say it in the last meeting. Other questions on? I mean, the other gear stuff I'll talk about in a minute. But any questions on lighting and reflective? Okay. Other
Hey, Rich,
gear.
sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I was reaching for the mute button, couldn't get there fast enough. Anyway, this is Dave Brown. Is reflective on?
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Megan. Is reflective on shoes okay? Does that count?
I guess it is visible on the front. I'll accept it. I mean, it has to be actual reflective. Guys, you can buy reflective tape at Walmart and just stick it on your vest or something, and you're covered. I would count shoes as the front. Yeah. Say
Okay,
again.
cool. It's actually on the back. Like it's part of the logo, but it's no big deal if it's not. I mean, it's on my pack. It's everywhere. So I just was trying to help other people.
Yeah, I think that's getting a little bit letter of the law versus rule, but I would allow it. We wouldn't send someone home without because of that.
Thank you.
Beyond that, what I wanted to talk through was the availability of gear. We have 6 drop bags plus another one at the finish line, so 7 drop bags. We supply a lot of food and a lot of stuff on the course, but the point of the drop bags is not for you to be stingy with it. Put the things in it you want, put the things in it you need, put the things in it that you need for backup. There are a lot of different terrains on here. There's sand. I would have backup shoes a few times. I would have body glide. I would have there's plenty of things I would have. And if you haven't talked to an ultra runner, speak to one or contact me and I'll chat with you, but use your drop bags. Okay? Make sure you're getting the things you want and need, the things that are going to encourage you to go the next set of miles, the things that are going to make it easier on you. I don't want to stay on one topic too much, because I do want to leave this mostly for questions, but do know where the drop bags are located, and they'll get back to the finish line, but do know, what you can get and where and what's available at aid stations. Speaking of aid stations, remember that essentially every other manned and unmanned aid stations on the course. Megan, am I tough to hear? You gave me that look again. No, okay.
No, you're good.
Even the unmanned aid stations have water, tailwind, and Humagels, so you can get both nutrition and hydration at all of those. Those will during dark aids, when an aid station could be during the dark, we will also have large lights at those as well, so they'll be visible. Our manned aid stations are looking really great right now. We've got good aid station captains. We've got a lot of them working on themes and extra stuff, and those should be great, and encouraging and all that good stuff. I don't need to go through every single thing that's at an aid station. Do you guys have any questions when you're looking? And I can pop it up here, but do you guys have any questions about what we mean about what's at an aid station? I don't want to go through every single item because most of you should have already gone through that. Any questions on aid stations?
Okay.
Remember that with this chart, and I'm not gonna. You can see what unique foods are at each one, and then this is what it is at every manned aid station and every unmanned aid station. Plus these, so this column is all the unique things at each one. This also says the distance between aid stations. These pins are great for your crew, so that they can easily find the map to the aid station, and that will take them right there. This has cutoff times, crossroads, and notes for crew, like how much accessibility there is, and whether or not they're able to get there or not. We're going to be updating some maps right up until probably Thursday and resending it out for you guys, because we've even found some areas that were impassable that are passable now, and we've even found some areas that were passable that are in pretty rough shape with the sand. So we want to give you guys the best opportunity to for your crew and for spectators to drive through. All right, course updates. Sorry, I made my own little thing. This is literally just so I can feel like I'm checking things off. Course updates. Usually I spend a ton of time. Well, first again, any questions on aid station or drop bags?
Yeah, we're joining late because we were on the other call. As aid stations changed then? I missed like the first 15 minutes. No, okay,
Nope.
just want to make sure.
Nope, I was just reviewing them. Yeah, no, aid stations are the same. I just was reiterating that you have a lot of drop bags, utilize them, and know what's at the aid stations and know how to get your crew or your spectators to them and give them the correct information. Okay?
And then
Sounds good.
I do want to check in with Erica on her question here. Erica said the timing points listed on the aid station chart are different than what's on page 27 of the athlete guide. Erica, do me a favor because I'm trying to pull it up real quick, but what are you referring to on the aid station chart?
The timing points. So when you cross, those timing mats and it'll update your location.
Yeah, and we'll send an update email. We updated because we added a few more timing points to the course. So there's actually 6 on course now. So we'll have to send an email updating that, but we added more and figured no one would be upset about having a few more, and they're a little bit better spaced. But good point. I can go through where those. Do you want me to go through where those are?
No, it's okay. If it's, I'm guessing the updated one is the athlete guide then, because that's the one that
Yep.
has more.
Yep, that is, yes.
And I'll
Okay.
make a note that we send that information out when the next email goes out. So thank you, Erica.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
So, one second. And I did see the question about will the updated map have waypoints? So, the map does have. You can just click and make your way to aid station. We're really updating it a bit to make it a little more clickable. It has some notes in it. It'll also have we'll have a driving direction one that Annalisa is supposed to be sending out. But we're going to be updating with a little bit more detail and make it a little bit more user friendly. But this is basically what is there. You said I'm garbled again now, Hannah or Annalisa?
Megan, but yes,
Nope.
you're
Megan?
okay now.
Jesus. Okay, so I can't click through a lot of stuff. Sorry for those who joined. We got out of the trails late today, and I'm just getting we didn't get back to civilization quite quick enough. Relay and crew updates. Again, tomorrow there's going to be an updated map with driving directions and roads to take and roads to not take. There aren't any major updates on relay and crew other than that. But I did want to give relays and crews. We spent a lot of time on the individual race. I wanted to make sure there was an opportunity to specifically answer any questions about those. Relays and crews, remember, you'll have one bib with a timing chip that you'll pass. That way we don't mess up our timing points for you, so we know where you guys are at. I would highly suggest relays and crews use RaceJoy so that you can track your athlete. Even if they're not running with a phone, with RaceJoy, the way we have it set up, our timing points automatically will update where they're at and update their pace, so they'll have a dot moving on the course so you can find them easily. That's going to be the easiest way. Again, do look out for our maps. We're actually, Hannah and I, when we were on the trails, we're thinking about doing a relay, crew, and spectator meeting later in the week that we're going to put out there so we can go through maps with them as well. So be on the lookout for that. If I don't get stuck on the trails till dark 30 every single time, we'll probably be doing something for the crews and relay drivers and spectators as well to offer them an opportunity. Any relay or crew questions that I can answer? I have a few more things I want to say, but
I'm not seeing any relay or crew specific questions in the
Andrew,
chat.
what you got?
Yeah.
Mine was kind of related to that. I had somebody that was going to meet me at mile 68. Looks like that's about the best time for my pacer. Wondering, is that pretty much road after that? Everything that you guys have put out and everything I've read seems like it's almost all road after mile 68 or close to it.
Yeah. So here, let me zoom in here, and I'll. It's a good question, and we were on that part a lot today.
And Rich, while you're doing that, there's also a pre-submitted question basically about when to switch from trail to road shoes in relation to drop bags. So it's probably a good time to answer that question.
Okay. Let me answer this one, then ask that question. I was still trying to look this up. So, okay. So, sorry. So 68 is, yeah, you're pretty much on road. You are going to hit a little bit of, no, I mean, it's basically road. The first part of the Alpena to Hillman trails, groomed grass and gravel, and then you get to real good limestone gravel. But yeah, it's very easy running there. What was your question about, other than just is that pretty easy running stuff, or did you want to know about?
It was honestly, no, that was it, because I just wanted to make sure I had him have the right shoes on for that.
No,
for that
yeah,
part, so yeah,
he'd be fine in road shoes, or I mean, it's really nice right there. Even the few miles before that, aren't as sandy as they had been.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay, Megan, what was your?
So it ties
What was
in.
your-
Basically, someone was asking if there was, 100 miler was asking if there is a great point to switch from trail to road shoes, and kind of in relation to drop bag. So basically, what have we been saying? It's kind of very, very personal choice, but it's kind of when you get to Hillman to Alpena Trail is kind of crushed limestone. Did we lose Rich?
No, he muted himself.
Oh, thank you.
Road, there's road, gravel road from there. So the problem is there's a couple of areas where I'd switch. If I weren't mostly a road shoe runner, even on, I weren't a road shoe runner, even on trails, I would say that I would switch multiple times. So if you're looking here, even this through aid station 1, is pretty easy or pretty good, well-groomed trails, and you have a lot of roads. So I would stick with road. This area, this is the area I just finished, and it's nice trail. It's a lot of up and down. There aren't a lot of routes. It depends on if you you want an aggressive shoe. It's a lot of up and down, but it's not a difficult. But then again, you're on road through Wolverine and right up to here, which is going to be, I believe that's aid 4. Hold on. That's water 4 or aid station 4. And that's another drop back. So it's going to be, I'll keep going through this, but it's going to be how you want to strategize. This is a lot of trail, and I would say, while flatter, this is real trail. A lot of these trails remind me of North Carolina running, where it's backwoods running and backwoods trails, but you're going to be like that until you get, you even up with the 50K or the 100Kers at mile 54. And then you're going to be on a lot of gravel and sand roads and some nicer trails. And then again, like we said, you hit 69, 68, and you're back to road shoes, road or trail or like gravel shoes. Did that help at all for people? Did I add questions?
So the middle third of the 100 miles would be mostly trails. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah. And we're going to be marking that section, but every time I've been on that, it's been the tougher trails where I've felt that a more aggressive shoe would be what people would want.
What about the first 17 miles?
So you have very little trail here, and it's well groomed road. And then as you're going through the college, this is nice trail. Again, as a road shoe runner on trails, I find these to be very well groomed trails and not that difficult. And then this is gravel road. So Skyline Trail. And like I said, Skyline, if you look at this, where we're looking at, right, look at the elevation. There's a lot of elevation change, but I'm in my road shoes right now, and I just ran it at dark, and it's not very rooty. It's not very sandy. They're trails. So, I mean, you really have to, for that first part, you do have to make a decision, which of the two would I prefer to have? But you're right. Through 17, there's some sand, and there's some sand, there's some road, there's some trail. It's a healthy mix. I know that's less helpful because there's a lot of everything, but it's just what you're most comfortable in there.
Okay,
What was that
you don't
comment?
think it would be a problem to have road shoes?
I don't think it'd be a problem for me to have road shoes. I don't know. It depends on the person. There are sandy spots. It is a lot. So from here through here is mostly single track. And then again, here to here. It's not extremely difficult trail. There are switchbacks. But it's not a heavy rooted, heavy rocky trail. If you're a trail runner who likes trail shoes, it's definitely a trail that trail shoes would be good on, but it's not one you couldn't get by without trail shoes. So again, it is a personal preference thing. I hate trying to tell people what to do on these because again, I am a heavy road shoe runner. I have trail shoes. I prefer road shoes. So even on this stuff, I'm using Cannavaras, but there are sandy sections. There are, again, standard switchbacks, but it's not really, really aggressive. That being said, if you're a trail runner likes trail shoes, it's trail. Sorry, I'm not trying to harp on the same thing, but I don't want to be misquoted on this and send people into the wrong gear. Did that answer that?
Yeah,
Yes,
it did
thank you.
because yeah. So real quick, let's let Cicely go ahead.
Quick question. I downloaded the course onto my watch. It's not going to change, is it?
I cannot say that till I see every inch of it, but probably not. We've been up here recently, and the only thing I would say that this little, and this is next to nothing, but I was able to make this go straight across, which is, you don't go in front of the house with a really crazy barking dog, but it's overmarked. It's not like you're going to want to make that quick left right chicane anyways.
Okay.
But if there's updates, we'll tell you. Is that fair?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Rich, can I give you a couple of questions from the in-call messages so that I don't lose them because there's quite a few?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, all right. First of all, Jennifer, can you get the bib for 50K runners at the early start at 4 a.m.? And then can you get your 50K bib on Saturday?
Yes, bibs are available both Friday and at every single start line for each race.
Okay. And then, okay. And then the next one. So Brian Hunt, I'm going to need you to clarify a little bit. Is RaceJoy what we use for GPS, or is there a separate app to use for GPS? What's the go-to for runners who might be feeling a little lost out there? So Brian, are you asking, because for example, are you asking for a map basically?
Yeah, like is there a GPS file for the race course?
Yeah, so what I would do is I would go to here. I'd go to the race file, the race website, sorry, and go to the it'll say 100-mile course, and click on the link, and it'll take you to Strava. Click down here, and you can export GPX or export TCX file. Export usually the GPX file, and then you can load that into whatever mapping software you use. If you have a Garmin watch, you can load it right onto your Garmin. If you use any number of different ones, it'll load it right up to it.
That's right. Okay. Yep.
RaceJoy does work, and RaceJoy will be updated, but RaceJoy is more if you're gonna have your phone and want to carry it, and it's more for kind of the opposite direction. And well, it does do forward facing really well. Like you can get cheers from people that the stuff they.
Rich, you're breaking up quite a bit. So you're still breaking up. So I will also remind everyone,
Is that better?
check out the athlete guide because yes, definitely. The athlete guide has pictures of, I think it does. It has pictures of the signage, and these courses are going to be crazy overmarked with all sorts of signage.
And I do want to go through marking, especially if there's questions on that. So, and again, I know if I click on a bunch of stuff, again, guys, those that we just didn't get out of the woods quick enough. So trail markings, first thing you're going to be looking for, which is, well, I'm waiting for it to catch up. Sorry, so you guys are still seeing the signs, is that correct? You're not.
Yeah, we see the signs. You're just a little garbled.
Okay. All right. The hanging tape you see on the screen now and the surveyor flags. What we see here is that you should expect to see them every 0.5 2 miles. We put them closer than every 0.1 mile on here. And then the reason we said look from every 0.2 is so that if a piece is fallen, you don't freak out that you don't see something when you're just missing one piece of tape. At every single trail and road intersection, there'll be either a left or right or a straight sign pointing you in the right direction, and then 3 pieces of those tape in a row. So if that trail sign were to go down, you would still see 3 pieces of tape pointing you, of this tape pointing you in the correct direction. Okay. Beyond that, if you look at the lower left-hand corner on our road sections, we will also have these confidence marker signs that that will be along the roads to kind of give you a little better for the road sections, a little visibility on the course for staying on course. But again, we do overmark. We'll have thousands of markings out there. We feel confident in those markings and what you can see out there.
All right, so Rich, I got some questions in the chat. So with Brian's asking how picky are we about bib placement? He wants to know if he can put it on his pack so that he's not having to worry about, like when he's changing clothes and stuff like that. You're muted.
We're very specific in the athlete guide on the front and or on the left or right leg. We prefer the left leg, but we have to know who you are, and we can't be searching if you go down and there's an emergency, or if we're trying to check you in, or if we're trying to whatever it is. I'm going to leave it at that. That's our rules.
Yeah. Plus, I've volunteered at a lot of aid stations, and it's really annoying trying to check someone in at an aid station and not being able to find their bib. And then we've got from Craig a few questions. So Pacers, Craig we can check their gear at Friday packet pickup, starting line packet pickup. And then Rich, can you confirm we are allowing volunteers to check Pacer mandatory gear at aid stations?
Correct.
Okay, cool. And then can we pick up a Pacer at any manned aid station? Absolutely, Craig. Timing points, are they updated live on a site? Craig, are you asking if they're updated live in real time so people see them in the Racejoy app? If so, the answer is yes, but it's dependent.
Yes, babe. We have a lot of internet out there, and we have satellite internet plus a bunch of ones. Hopefully they'll all be updating regularly, barring the technical issues. You should be able to go online and see people pass timing points. And Racejoy should
turn your camera off.
What?
Turn your camera off. Thank you.
You told me to turn it on when I had it off. Anyways, yes, you should be able to see those, and you should be able to use Racejoy to also track kind of where they're at in real time with those timing points to kind of if their pace stays relatively close.
And Craig, you can jump in if that didn't answer the question. But then the link to Racejoy information is on the website. And basically you just tell people to download the app and look for Wolverine, and it's in there. And then are we able to get all check-in items in Petoskey? I'm not sure if you mean like get all of your stuff that you pre-purchased. So I guess I'll answer that. If you pre-purchased anything like a buff or a flag or something like that, basically if you are picking, and this is good for everyone to know, if you are picking up your bib and getting your gear checked and everything at early packet pickup on Friday, we'll give you everything that you your hoodie, anything that you bought extra, your bib. And then if you are taking a shuttle on race morning, then we will just give you your bib and your drop bags. And then Hannah said that we will have your hoodies waiting for you at and your other stuff waiting for you at the finish line. Yeah, go
Basically,
ahead,
we
Rich.
don't want you to have to. We don't want you to have to worry about filling your drop bags with your gear 100 miles away. So that stuff will be available for you at the finish line.
Yeah. And then a couple of questions about polls. Are they allowed and are they recommended? Rich, do you want to?
Allowed, yes. I can't give you a recommendation. I don't use polls. If I were someone who did use them, probably those same sections like Skyline Trail, so like 8 to 17, or that middle section. But again, there's not a lot of elevation change in that section. So if you're using poles just for navigating the turns and stuff like that, I'm not a pole user. I just never got into those, but yes, they're allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. Same as shoes, right?
Yeah.
And then Tobias wants to know how good the cell reception is on the course.
It's spotty. I mean, there are definitely places that you'll have signal and good signal, and then there'll be places like around Tomahawk Lake where we have bad signal. I suggest everyone go and look at the cell coverage for their provider, and you can see pretty good where the holes will be. We haven't had any trouble really with texting except for like very intermittent, like very small areas. So texts are going through just fine. And with the new updates for most of the cell phone companies, when you don't have any signal switching to satellite texting, you should still be able to communicate most of the time.
Yeah. And then, Betty Jean, I might need you to clarify on this one. Can we have bag check on Saturday? Are you because I know you're looking at the 50K though. Are you asking if 50K runners can get their gear checked on Saturday? And you can either unmute or
Gear check is available on Saturday and yes.
All right.
Yeah, Saturday. What time? Like you said the start of each race.
Yep, during that packet pickup time frame, right up until race start, you can do gear check.
Okay, so what about Sunday morning, right before the race?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so for the 50K, same thing. So during the normal packet pickup time frames.
Okay, so if I were to show up on Sunday morning and you guys will do the bag check 20 minutes before it starts and I can fill that bag, but isn't it supposed to be at the halfway point you mentioned earlier, Megan, in the email?
Yeah, we
transport.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So they get
Perfect.
transported. You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
And then everyone gets a finish line drop bag as well. So you have dry clothes. Yeah. All right. Cool. That was easy. And then, good one from Malachi. Can I pick up my pacers at any point in the course, not just at aid stations? Yes. Right, Rich? As long as.
Yep.
Yeah. Just everyone remember you cannot receive aid or of any type from a moving vehicle. So if a moving vehicle pulls up to you and throws out a human or some gels, we will not be happy. We're trying to keep cars away from runners. But then let's see. And then I'm doing the 50K, Sandy. I'm understanding it. Am I understanding correctly that I can bring my lights vests to packet pickup to prove that I have it? Absolutely. You can bring it. Everyone can get their gear checked on Friday or at your starting line. And then, I mean, Dan, thank you for that. Like a lot of people just use those triathlon style belts for their bibs so that you can change clothes all you want.
That's actually my go-to. You can put it behind you and then just,
Yeah, the other thing is everyone, and I know not everyone cares about this, but if your bib is in the back, then the auto tagging on your photos won't work, and then you won't be able to find your photos. I mean, you will, but it'll take a long time. And then, go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just running through questions here. And then Andrew's asking packet pickup Saturday morning for the 100-miler. I got to pull the website up, but it's whatever's on the website, Andrew.
Yeah, and I looked at that, but it changed once. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry to clarify,
Oh,
because
no.
I'm staying in Petoskey, Friday night. So Saturday morning, I'm just going to plan on being there at 5 for gear check and packet pickups. But then my sweatshirt will just be at the finish line 29 hours later.
Well, it'll be there
When you put
earlier
it
than
that
that,
way.
but yes. Yep.
Yeah, but yeah,
Thanks, guys.
let's see. So everyone, 4:30 to 5:15 on Saturday morning. You can be there anytime during that time frame and get your gear, your bib, get your stuff checked, and then the race starts at 5:30. And then let's see. There's yeah. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Never mind. Go ahead. Just I was just gonna try to get a little bit move forward with some of the questions that were being asked. Whitney asked about if people are running. Everybody who's running with you should have a pacer bib. It lets us, if we have to rescue, it lets us know who we're rescuing. There's insurance aspects to it. There's no cost to use, so just sign up pacers with bibs, please. Pacers cannot pick up. Sorry, some of you missed some of this, but you cannot pick up pacer bibs at aid stations. They have to be picked up at packet pickup. You can pick them up for your crew. You can put them in your drop bag so that they can pick them up at aid stations by getting them out of your drop bag, though. So Craig, if you struggled with, if they're not meeting with you until later, then just put them in whatever drop bag is closest to where they're going to meet you. And that's probably logistically the easiest thing for them.
On that same note, Richard, could our racer just pick up our bibs for us and put them in their pack, for instance, and then just hand them to us when we get to the aid station that we meet him?
Yep.
All right, cool.
No, we don't. We're not transporting crew back to aid stations. We are logistically there. We're going to be doing a whole lot of moving people from A to B, and moving. I mean, if it happens to work out that we can do that, if we're there, we will. But I would not plan on that. We're putting out fires everywhere and making sure everyone's safe. That does bring up a good question that I did want to answer that I didn't get to earlier. What happens with drops? We have crew that will be all over the place helping you if you have issues and need to get off course. And everybody who drops will be taken to the finish line. It's not that you'll get there immediately. We will do our best to get you there as quickly as possible. Sometimes it can be immediately. If you drop out 5 miles into the race, we might not have a crew member that can get you all the way to Alpena immediately. We're talking about a 4-hour turnaround for a crew member that needs to be monitoring a station. We do have crew that are specifically in charge at different times for moving crew, but we will move you further down the course or get you from one car to another crew member's car, or hopefully take you directly to Alpena. We won't be taking you to your hotel. We won't be taking you back to Petoskey. We're headed one direction with people. Does that make sense?
Yes, Rich.
Okay. Other questions? Jason, which race are you doing? You're asking about the bus tickets.
He said 100.
Jason?
You can see it. He's doing the 100-mile. And Dalton said, wait, Dalton, are you doing the 100-mile? Okay, so basically Dalton's going to gift his
just send an email and you guys communicate, send an email to the race. One of the race directors will get it transferred over from Dalton to Jason. Thanks, Dalton.
Oh, thank you so much, dude.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And then so Johnny's basically asking, how do the drop bags end up getting back to the finish? What is the timing like on that, Rich or Hannah?
It's magic. Next. We have an entire timeline and plan for slowly sweeping them forward in the course and then sweeping them to our Airbnb until our head timers are making their way to the finish line, and then they take all of those, and then as the day goes on, crews during their shift move back packets forward. Ideally, and in most instances, your drop bags should make it to the finish line before you. There are instances where it doesn't work out because of an emergency, but mostly they make it there before you.
Okay. And then Beth was asking us to confirm, on Saturday, can you get your 50K bib? And essentially, I think what Rich was saying, and I'm going to repeat this back so I make sure I understand, is that you can go to any starting line and get your bib assigned to you. Is that correct, Rich?
No, I'm sure we could take care of you if you went to the 100-mile start with your 50K bib. We are not taking all of them to every single start line. You have packet pickup on Friday, and then you have packet pickup at your start line on your race day. If there's some extreme circumstance and you need us to bring your bib to a different start line, and I can't think of what that would be, feel free to email us and we'll find a way. We'll make sure that that's there for you.
Thank you. Okay. And then I think that's most of the questions that were in the in-call messages. Rich, did you have more stuff that you were going to cover?
Yeah, no, not much. One, I just wanted to say, still expect basically an email from us every day from here on out with updates. It'll mostly be good updates. The trails are getting marked well, and there's not a lot to say. We have races that happen during hurricanes, and we're sending emails with all kinds of different stuff. This seems like a pretty tame week leading up, but there might be some updates. We will be also sending you guys updated maps for crew and drivers for relays. We could tell you about some bear experiences we've had already. I don't think anyone is going to have much trouble with bears. Sorry, I'm reading as I'm talking. Bears or wildlife. There's so many of you guys out there. You're going to scare them away. They are out there. It's part of being in the outdoors. The one thing I would suggest everybody do: crew, athletes, spectators who are driving around, download offline maps on Google Maps before you leave your house. Go to the icon of view, click on offline maps, download offline maps. What that does is when you have no signal, it still allows you to do directions wherever you're at. It's really important. When you have no signal, you're just going to get stuck somewhere. And Megan made a really good video about how to do that. That also allows you to have our maps on there. So when you get our driving direction maps for crew that give you like the best roads to use, you can have that overlaid with your directions that Google's giving you, and you should be able to determine where you should go.
Because the most important part of it is, if you truly are away from cellular and Wi-Fi, you have to save the different points on the map as whatever they call them, pins, points in a list. If you just save the offline map and then you have no cellular, you can't then use Google to navigate to those points. You have to actually save the individual points that you want to navigate to. But the video is on the website showing you how to do that. And then, Rich, there are, I'm not sure if this is, I'm going to treat this seriously.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
I'm not rushing out of here, and I'm not rushing any of you out of here. I've gone through the important information I want you to know. I don't want you to have to stand here if you're good to go. That being said, if there are questions and things that people want to communicate, we're here and we'll stay on. But I want to give people an opportunity to jump off if you guys need as much rest right now as you can get.
Well, good luck,
And
everyone.
we're thankful for each and every one of you. I'll just do my goodbye for a minute for those. We're thankful for each and every one of you. I'm really excited about this. You guys have made it possible. You'll be seeing me thanking and hugging half of you just for making this race possible and allowing us to do this. So we're really excited. And now go ahead, Megan.
Oh, someone wanted to know what to do if they run into an elk.
Oh, you'll fall down. They don't move. If you run into an elk, you're going to fall over.
Perfect. Bye, Gerald. Oh, should we be worried that there are still so many open volunteer positions?
No,
Hannah?
no, that's what you can see on your end. On our end, we have full spots. We just are filling them with Hannah's right here. Her family's going to be manning an aid station. My dad's driving up from Dearborn to be an aid station captain. We've got spots filled that you guys just can't see. We still can use more volunteers. It doesn't hurt. We unfortunately, one of our aid station 14 aid station captain had a really tragic emergency, so we're going to be refilling those. But no, don't be worried about it. But yes, we can always use more, and we give away a lot of free stuff for it. So,
Andrew, what's up?
Yeah, it should be the last question for me, guys. Thank you, though. I really am not using drop bags because I have a pretty good crew. Should I still have a few just on course drop bags? Rich, you're talking a little bit about
Andrew,
rows and things like that. I'm just a little
Andrew,
worried for them.
I do too, and I would
Okay.
do them spaced out. If you trust your crew wholeheartedly, you're fine. We got stuck for an hour because we made one wrong turn and we have a giant truck and we were playing off-road games. If your crew doesn't get to you because they made one wrong turn or something like that, you don't want to be shit out of luck. Does that make sense?
That's exactly what I was asking. Cool. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Now, I will say, that being said, this race is designed that you could do it without a crew, right? Like,
Yeah.
aid stations are so well stocked but of course, like everyone, not everyone wants Huma and Tailwind, and so yeah, just had to throw that in. Let's see. Who is this? Kyle, can you get dropped off at the start line of the 100K instead of taking the shuttle?
Absolutely.
Totally.
And we do still have a few 100K spots available because we got a little bigger shuttle than what we were originally going to get. So, but yeah, you absolutely can have your own ride. Most people are doing it that way for the races too.
Let's see. Erica, I try just in case. Oh, Tobias, will drop bags for the 100-mile be collected? Okay. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we've gotten...
you can wear everything you want right up until throw it in the drop bag, and then that stuff will meet you at the finish line.
Nice. And that's all the questions that were pre-submitted.
So, what I want to do real quick is our seasoned vets, and we have a few for sure that I know of in here. We have a lot of new 100-milers, maybe not new ultra runners, but new 100-milers. If you have a point, and if you have some advice, if you have something that you think that everyone should know going into this, this is an opportunity. You can go ahead and ask questions, but if you have something you can offer to the team, we're all trying to do this together, I would offer that up. Any other questions, feel free.
I'm going to answer Carson's question real quick. Carson,
Yeah, Tobias
never
is
mind.
right.
There we go.
Overlube and have more in every single drop bag. That's the worst part. The only way it's the worst way to ruin your race.
Dan, are you still on this call?
I am.
Also, don't mistake Body Glide for the lube on accident. I've done that. Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, I
not
had
Body Glide. Icy
experience
Hot. Sorry.
with that this summer. Extra lube always.
Yep.
Dan was just going to corroborate your statement, Rich. That's all. He was just going to tell you you're really smart.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, that was smart. I've never seen that one before.
What,
Erica, say that one out loud. I'm not reading that for you. If you won't say it, I'll do it. But that's genius.
So you take put your lube in like a sandwich Ziploc, and then when you get your drop bag or whatever, you take the Ziploc, invert it inside out, and then you apply, and then you can throw the baggie away, and your hand is still clean.
Brilliant.
Ish, because you're gross anyway.
Erica, I don't know if you have a newsletter, but I'll subscribe. You're a genius.
I also put another suggestion on the Facebook group about using your lock screen for your pacing chart.
Mm-hmm.
Because my last
Yeah.
100, I was all organized for once my pacers got there, but I didn't have anything with me about the first half of the race. And I went out way too fast and blew up. And I mean, I said I knew 50K PR, but ended up walking the last 11 miles. But it was fine. Everything's fine. But anyway, it was recommended to me to make the lock screen on your phone.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Joseph said, bring wet wipes. And I know Annalisa would tell you, we will have, I can't remember what the brand is, good wipes at all of the aid stations. But Joseph, are you talking about like, just so you can not feel completely disgusting while you're out there?
More so bathroom.
There you go. Oh, hey, Rich. Bathrooms at every manned aid station. Yes.
Yep. And then we also are adding another near the 50K turnaround as well. So, yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Let's see. I'm enjoying the comments. Yeah, I think I'm just looking at Keegan's comment about creatine. I think most of our aid stations have a protein option, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. And then Erica, nothing new on race day. Amen.
Let's hear those last questions. I want to make sure we get an opportunity to hear you guys if you have them. You're also more than welcome to email us. We will be available to answer emails as well throughout the race week leading up.
I got a question about race joy quick, if I could ask it.
Yeah.
How much phone battery does that drain? Like, does that put a significant drain on your phone battery if you run that app the whole time while you run? I was kind of doing some reading on it, and I'm a little bit worried about that.
The trick with it, we've been told with it, is turn off Wi-Fi searching while it's on, and it drastically reduces its battery usage. We've had people make it through 100 miler with, I mean, it depends on what other apps you're using as well, but make it through 100 miler with their phone with that on. So
turn off Wi-Fi searching.
Yeah, so you turn off, click off the Wi-Fi, yeah.
Because there's no Wi-Fi out there anyway.
Yeah, you're not going to find much.
But it runs the whole time you run, right? It runs in the background. It actually tracks every single step, like a Google Maps.
Yeah, I mean, it's using, yes, essentially.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Carson, I might need you to come off mic for this one because I'm not fully sure I understand. If I have a pacer that's joining me around the first aid station, running with me for about 18 miles, what would the proper way for him to leave the course be? Can you clarify a little?
I think it's a left to leave the course after 18 miles from the first aid station.
Are you joking or being serious?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm being serious, but I don't think that's what he asked her.
Oh, that's okay, Carson. Can you type in? I just don't.
So you're saying, Carson, you're saying, do they need to check it? Is there a formal way? Do they need to check in? Do pacers need to check in or out when they're dropping? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
no, we don't check pacers in and out. We assume that they're with you anyways. So no, they do not have. There's no formal checkout for them. Good question.
Yeah. And then Betty Jean, yeah, we time the race. Trivium Racing times the race. It
Yep,
is
we'll have six timing points on the course plus your finish time. So you have 7 segments for the 100 miler. I believe it's 4 or 5 segments for the 100K and 3 segments for the 50K.
I feel like we missed something.
Yeah, I was trying to go back to. Jeff, no, I wouldn't start training it all now if you haven't started. Now you're in paper. Just go ahead and do even less.
Rich, can you answer Betty Jean's question about like the 50K time frame?
Yeah. So like I said, we have a little bit longer of a finish line just because we're going to leave it open because we go slightly over 100 for the 100 milers. But if you're saying how will you show up on a results, usually we start cleaning up a little after the cutoff, the actual so whatever, like 3 o'clock if we would move the cutoff to that. But we try to have the last thing we clean up is the timing mats. And we also, aren't going to leave anyone on course. So if you keep moving forward and you get to the finish line, we're still going to put a time in for you. And we're not going to make a big deal. Really, the cutoffs on course are the more important ones. That's where we'll be pulling you. But when you're making your way in, there are very few instances I can think of where we've pulled someone. It's mostly when they're a harm to themselves, as long as they're moving forward and they're getting closer. But don't tempt me. Don't crawl just for the sake of it.
Okay. Chase or Rich?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Hannah's dying in the background. Sorry about the coughing.
Oh, good.
I'm
It's
fine.
just our race directors. It's fine. Chase said he's wondering about tracking your own distance. Chase, are you asking basically like in addition to the tracking that we do with your bib, how do we suggest you track it? Is that the question? Yes. Okay. I mean, I think it just depends on like what device do you have and at what distance are you doing? Because some watches will be fine for tracking 100-mile and some of them will die halfway through it. But you are welcome to put details in the comments and I will. Oh, yeah, your Fitbit's going to die. So 100-mile Fitbit, just let us time it. You'll be fine.
I'll be back in 20 seconds here. Give me 1 second.
Okay, cool. Turn off haptics. That's brilliant.
Megan?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good,
May
Betty.
I'm sorry to interrupt. May I please ask all of you seasoned runners, this is my first 50K and I really, my heart is to finish number 1. If it was a 5K, I'm competitive, but it's not a 5K. I have to be realistic. I'm 58. This is my first time I'm doing this. I'm going to be walking most of it, power walking it with a few interval runnings. In your humble
fine.
opinion, do you think it's in my best interest to do the earlier one? Or because I have to be in reality. I'm just not that fast anymore at 58 and I've had injuries. So should I take advantage of the early time and forego hoping to place, or do you think I should go for it?
No, I think you should go with it, especially if you're still competitive in the 5K. Just and it goes with Carson's question as well. figure out what pace, like your ideal best effort, and go slower to start out. Go slower, go slower, go slower to start out, and then when you feel like, okay, I really need to get moving, hold off, and then you're gonna have you can use that at the finish. There's no banking times. Don't get into that game at all. Don't try to get ahead of the pace so that you have extra time to add at the end. Really, if you're doing power walking and some running, you're going to be ahead of schedule anyways. I wouldn't. Just stay consistent.
So what you're saying is do the normal time, but
Yep.
I just don't want to get a DNF because I didn't make the 31 miles in that time.
Hey, based on what you're saying
can't-
you're doing for, sorry, let me turn off my video again.
We got you
Can you
now.
hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on what you're saying, for your pace, the way you're pacing, we're talking about, you should be, I don't feel like you should have trouble hitting 17, 16 miles with power walking and some jogging in there. If you think that that's going to be difficult, then yeah, you should probably take advantage of the early start. But I walk the trails at 18-minute mile paces just while putting up tape. So and you're not going to be on the 50K, you're not going to be on the trails, you're going to be on the limestone. But it's a personal preference thing. You're the only one that's going to know what pace you can hold and what's going to make you more stressed, being out there early by yourself or with very few people, or being out there, or starting at the normal time and being up against the clock.
So I'll be by myself is what you're saying if I do the early start?
I think we don't have anyone right now. We have one person signed up for the early start as of right now.
That is very helpful in my decision making. I'd much rather have the hour and a half sleep and not be alone. So thank you for answering that. That's very helpful, hon. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Rich, Chase had a question about the virtual 100 miler. Is the time limit the same for the virtual as it is for the in-person race?
Technically, but I am the worst race director when it comes to this. I think whatever accomplishment you're going after deserves to be celebrated. So I'm not going to forego giving you a medal or because it took you longer and you accomplished what you wanted to. So that's up to you whether or not you want to display it or not. I think we all run races for individual accomplishments, and when we meet those goals, we deserve to celebrate them. So if you take more time than it takes, we're still celebrating it with you.
Cool. All right. I think we got pretty much everything. Okay. All right. All right, everyone. If you've got more questions, we will hang a little longer.
Looks like someone asked if there was an early start for the 100K.
Oh, yes, I responded to that.
Okay.
The 100 mile and the 100K just have.
Yeah, the 100K already has because of how it has a ridiculous amount. I think the pace is, it's 27 minutes per mile for the 100K. So there isn't really a need for an early start on that one for the most part. But we just logistically, we don't have a way of doing an early start with that one, unfortunately, anyways.
All right. And if y'all are on Facebook, throw any questions in the group. I'm keeping an eye on it all week. You can respond to the emails that we've sent. We can we'll respond to those. But yeah, I think Rich and Hannah need dinner.
We still have another meeting in 15 minutes for crew, but then we will. We're glad we still have a few more trails to do. Then we're going to do dinner. But yes, good
Headlamps,
thing things
batteries,
stay open
everyone.
late here. Yeah.
Batteries. Oh man. All right, cool. All right, everyone. This is great. I
Guys,
can't wait
this
to
is
see
the time
everyone.
you need to. Before we go, this is the time you need to really focus on staying positive, and even if you don't feel it, really keep those mantras positive. It's going to drastically increase your resting heart rate. Your stress levels will be down. You'll sleep better. You'll be more prepared and more ready, and you will feel better. Now is the time to say, yes, I'm going to do this, and yes, I'm fine. You're going to have a great day out there. The weather's going to be perfect. The course is going to be great. It's going to be fun. We're going to be out there making sure you make it.
Yeah. I mean,
Best
Rich,
donut in the
Hannah,
area.
donuts.
I will try, Erica. I'm going to go to every donut shop in the area tomorrow morning before I go mark trails, and I'll have an answer for you.
Yes.
I will do this. I will do this for you.
Love it.
Controversial opinion. I do not like the Cops and Donuts donuts. Disappointed.
Do you like the cops?
Oh, it has nothing to do with them. It just has to do with the donuts. Very disappointed. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not just me. They have very good marketing. Disappointing donuts.
Okay, now we're bordering on last meeting where Megan just starts telling stories. So if there are no other questions, I'm going to cut us off.
Ooh,
Maple bacon.
Oh. We're just gonna
Hey,
sit here and
so
talk about donuts.
I'm that guy who I'm gravely late to this, and I apologize. So I thought the meeting was at 9 p.m., not 8, and I've just been trying to get into the old link and realized that there was a different one. So I'm kind of curious about what my best course of action would be here.
We recorded this, right, Megan?
We did.
Okay, so as long as I view the recording and sort of watch that, it's all right, kind of in lieu of being here in time for the actual discussion.
That'll be fine. And you can laugh at how chaotically I was trying to get the meeting started because I was frazzled. But yes, feel free to watch the video. You'll get just as much information.
Oh, thank you so much. I was really worried because it's like I would have been like the only one on my team. Like I'm doing the 100-mile relay who hadn't done it. And I was thinking, like, oh God, like I'll never ever hear the end of it, you know?
No, and honestly, if you've been reading the athlete guide and the aids to, like paying attention to all the information that we put out, you're fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No problem.
Except for donuts, they're going to research that.
Right. Good point. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So where can I find the video?
I usually get an email within like 12 hours with the link to it, and then I'll share it. Trying to think. I will put it up on the website tomorrow, and I will post it in the Are you on Facebook? Are you in the group?
No, I'm not on Facebook at all.
That's fine. I'll post it in there, and then I'm trying to think. Hannah, are you still on? Are you someone sending out an email tomorrow, right?
Someone is. I don't know if it'll be Hannah or not, but there'll be an email. If you have the link, we'll make sure it's in there.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So the other thing, so I don't know if any of you are part of like or if any of you received the contact us email or whoever handles that, but I had sent like probably 2 or 3 minutes ago like a thing in there. So maybe the response to that could just be the email if it's one of you guys, like the video with the.
But again,
if not, sorry.
The video link probably isn't coming for another 12 hours anyways, just because it has to process and everything like that. But I think it'll be in the post rate or the pre-release email tomorrow, so we'll get it to you then. I think it's the best way to do it.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry for being late to this. You have a nice night.
Have a great race. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Guys, anyone else? All right, thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for attending. Thank you for being involved and asking questions. Go get some sleep.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you all this weekend.
Bye, guys.
Erica, are you going to Mackinac or Mackinac Island? Oh, she's probably gone. That's all right. Betty Jean, we'll see you this weekend.
Okay, Megan, thanks a million again for your wonderful email and all your specific details. What a great email that was. I appreciate you so much.
Of course. And if you need anything, just respond. Yeah, the race is small enough that we can give attention to detail. So if you need
Thank
anything,
you.
let me know.
I appreciate you, hon. Have a beautiful night.
Absolutely. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.